I want to tell you guys some quotes by some famous pastors from years and years and years ago. Some of them close to 100 years ago. A.W. Tozer said that the whole idea of accepting Christ is likely to be wrong. It's a term not found in Scripture, by the way, and it puts God standing hat in hand, waiting our verdict on Him. It makes God stand before the judgment, the bar of the judgment of man, when it should be us waiting His verdict on us. He also said that the church is not lifting society up; it's being pulled down by society. And then it's celebrating its victory because the world accepts us, and basically the world is accepting our surrender. The word church actually means, in the original text, it was used for an assembly of a city of, it was a war assembly. It was an assembly of warlords, war leaders, leaders within the community for war. Very significant. Charles Haddon Spurgeon, the Prince of Preachers, neither him nor Tozer had formal educations, by the way, said that in later times, he says, now we have pastors feeding the flocks, but in later times we'll have clowns entertaining the goats. Leonard Ravenhill said that we now have dead pastors preaching dead sermons to dead people. B.H. Clendenin was quoted in saying 85% that what we see that passes for Christianity in the West is nothing but Satan's harlot system. Whether I agree with those numbers or not, I don't know. But I do know that he was kicked out of Russia and deemed the most dangerous man in Russia by the Russian Orthodox Church because he sent teams of Christians around raising the dead, healing the blind, lame being healed, legs being restored where there were no legs. And how do you know if a stick's crooked? You put a straight stick next to it. So the church is alive. The gates of hell shall not prevail against it, meaning we storm the gates of hell. The Bible speaks to the soldier, but our warfare isn't carnal. It's mighty in our union with God. And so I say these things because I am concerned for the purity of the church. I'm concerned for your eternal salvation. Knowing the terror of the Lord, I try to persuade men. I have hung over hell, and it was not fun. I OD'd on fentanyl years and years ago, and not cool. I've never been that terrified in my life, and I've been kidnapped 5 times by the most reputed drug lords in the world in Mexico, the Grupo de los Cetas, who eat people, worship Satan, but I've never been as terrified as I was when I hung over hell. And so